Hi modelers, it's Chris the modeler at ABR Model Works, and welcome to the first What's Been Happening at ABR Model Works update for 2023. Now there's been a lot going on and a lot happening behind the scenes, and of course our baseboard system has been keeping me extremely busy as well. And of course there's been other little things being produced in the 3D space. Now for those of you who follow Will James and his Will James Railways YouTube channel, you're probably seeing a very similar scene, and you are correct to a degree. However, all of the parts that were available in that scene have now been shipped out to customers, and we're very excited because we've shipped quite a few baseboard systems now, and that's something that's been keeping me very busy, so that's all good stuff. These ones are actually spare. For the last week or so I've been producing a whole bunch of stock so that I can ship things a little bit faster for you as well. Now one of the other things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be renaming our baseboards, and it's now going to be called Make a Scene Baseboards, and there'll be two versions. There'll be of course the version that's sitting in front of me right now for model railroads, and we're now also producing the prototype that you saw some months ago for people who are into building dioramas. Now the diorama versions will go up on the website sometime in March, as that's only now a few days away. So again, I'd like to thank those of you who have supported us in investing in our baseboard system. It's really got us off to a great start at the beginning of this year. Now while we're on the subject of the Make a Scene model railway baseboards, we're also now producing a version of the baseboards that are designed for desktop. What I mean by that is they don't come with the leg brackets, and they come with a slightly different cross-bracing system that allows those baseboards just to be put on top of a table or a desktop or whatever. And the reason why we're doing that is that we've been approached by one of the Engage model railway clubs in New South Wales to come up with a system that will sit on tables. Now it can be used for other gauges as well, but particularly in the Fremo side of things, quite often the smaller gauges, they are set up on desktops. So those products will be available in the next couple of weeks and will go up on the website for ordering. Now the other project that I've been working on that's taken up a lot of time has been doing a lot of work behind the scenes on our website to make sure that we're getting the right freight rates for you. Unfortunately, I've got to be honest and say that I've been less than happy with that whole process. And as you can imagine, the freight rates vary dramatically depending on where you are around the world. We've been talking to the courier companies, we've been talking to Shopify, the web platform that we have our shop in, and to be honest, it's just been a bit of a minefield that's taken quite a while to sort out. Having said that now, basically what happens is, depending on where you are around the world, and that free freight option is based on the dollar value of your order. So as an example, our US customers, if they place an order for $150 US, they'll get free freight no matter where they are in the US. And that also includes custom orders coming out of Australia. For the Australian clients, it's $125. Of course, you're much closer, so therefore the freight is quite a bit cheaper. For the rest of the modelers around the world in different countries, the free freight threshold varies depending on what country you're in, and of course the freight charges associated with that. So that's one of the things that we've done, and we're always going to be revisiting that to try and give you the lowest possible threshold to get you free freight. The rest of the freight side of things for orders that are less than the threshold, we've now got Spring Creek in the US, and there'll probably be others fairly soon, who are handling our products in the US. So you're only paying freight now from Spring Creek, so that's quite a bit of a saving on small orders. And of course for the Australian clients, the same thing happens here. Plus in Australia we have Hobbytech Toys selling our products, and they're one of the largest mail order hobby shops in Australia, and quite likely their rates for freight will be cheaper than ours. So check out their website as well. You may find there's some savings there. Now there's one other thing about placing orders that I need to cover, and that is to do with the type of product that you're purchasing. Now we have quite a range of products, but it really comes down to whether the product has been packaged for retail or it is a custom order product. Now, of course, our retail products are available through us and our dealers, and they are, or anything that has been packaged, like the kits and the 3D packs. But for custom orders, like individual quantities of 3D parts and individual panels and other things that we produce, they have to be shipped from the Perth warehouse, simply because the logistics associated with all of those components is just a little bit too difficult at a retail store to be able to handle. So we look after those products. Now, if it's under the threshold and it's shipping out of Australia, well, then it's going to be a little bit more expensive. It's no different for those products for Australian clients, because it's just the Australian freight rate. So it makes no difference as to whether it's a custom order or a packaged order. So one of the other things that we're also going to do is provide more packaged product, especially in the 3D parts range. And that will mean that there'll be more products in the various locations as time passes. And of course, you'll then only be paying freight from those locations. So that should make a difference as well. Now, lastly, to do with custom orders, our baseboard system will always be a custom order. But having said that, those products have a special arrangement as far as freight is concerned, and there is a sliding scale as far as the free freight or discounted freight is concerned. So we've also looked into how we can get those products to you cheaper as well. And while I'm on the subject of the website, we'll also be photographing all the baseboard parts and getting those up onto the website instead of the photograph that's there saying coming soon. Now, coming up in Perth, there are 3 model railway train shows that you might like to look at. The first of these is put on by AMRA, Australian Model Railway Association WA. Now, it's on the 25th of March, and it's an open day at their club rooms in Baseboard. So if you're available on that day, go check out their club rooms. They've got quite a few really nice layouts, well worth the look. There's the Models and Machines Open Day at the Rail Heritage Museum in Baseboard on the 2nd of April. Now, this will have a bunch of layouts, some live steam, and of course the Rail Heritage Museum is the home of the West Australian Model Railway Club. And so you can check out their club rooms and their display layouts and what those guys are up to at the same time. And lastly, the Model Railway Expo, held on the long weekend, the 3rd through to the 5th of June at the Claremont Showground. And we're hoping to have a display at all 3, particularly the one on the long weekend in June. And not only will we have our products on display, but we'll also have ABR lines, our version of Fremo. Now, while we're on the subject of Fremo layouts and modules, if you live in Perth and you're interested in getting involved, please reach out to us, because we're looking for people that would like to put a module together, especially for the expo in June. So once again, a big shout out for all of those who have supported us by purchasing our products. Those purchases go towards keeping the channel alive and at the same time helping us to develop new products for you. And in particular, those of you who have reached out asking for new products that we've been able to bring to market for you. And while we're on the subject of support, we do like to support the hobby shops. So please check out the hobby shop list on our website and support those guys as well, because they help us. And by the way, if you're a hobby shop and you're interested, reach out. We'd be happy to have a chat with you. So this video has really been all about what's been going on in the background, some of the logistics, some of the issues to do with freight, things like that. And all very important, and I really needed to get it out in the marketplace as an announcement. Having said that, I'd like the news update videos to be largely about new products and model railway issues, as opposed to freighting product. Now, moving forward, I hope to get a What's Happening at ABR Model Works video out on a bi-monthly basis, with the occasional monthly video as well. And as I've said in the past, the focus of most of the videos moving forward are going to be all about the building of ABR lines, because in building the ABR lines, it gives me an opportunity to not only show you what I'm doing with new kits, but also teaching some of the techniques that I use. So stay tuned for those videos. In fact, the very next thing I'm doing this weekend is shooting the next vlog. Now, back in January, I had the opportunity to go to America for a few days for my niece's wedding. And although there wasn't time to do any real rail fanning, I did stop off occasionally and grab a few photos along the way. So don't be surprised if some of these don't turn into products in the future. In the meantime, just sit back and enjoy a few photos. one last thing, please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notifications on new videos coming out. And please click the like button. That tells YouTube that you like this video, and that helps us because YouTube will start promoting more of our videos the more likes we get. So that's it for this update. I am Chris the Modeller at ABR Model Works, and have a great day modelling, and thanks for watching.